Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of August 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to take this moment to, of course, remind you as always to go ahead and like the video. Do head on down below and leave me a comment about your situation, how this resonates, or simply some emojis if you feel guided to. And don't forget to, as always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And when meditating on your energy overall for the month, of course, in regards to the subject of money and career, the message that came through was next level success shocks you. You might find yourself stumbling or slipping up on your words this month, so don't get frustrated with yourself. But next level success shocks you. Okay, so let's shift this over, and we're going to begin by doing some shuffling and pull from the Light Seers Tarot deck. And keep in mind as I do the initial shuffling, this is a general monthly money and career read for the sign of Leo, which I'm a Leo sun, so I get you if you're new to the channel. But so take what resonates, leave it doesn't for somebody else, given it's general. If you're here to hear about a Leo, you're more than welcome to join. Whatever placements you have within your chart, all of which apply, but don't forget to check out your other placements within your chart for more messages. You never know. And I'm accepting requests at this time for personal readings. So all you have to do is head down to the description box below where you'll find all the information you need, plus my email. Just reach out, I'll get that started. Okay? For our lovely lines, for our Leos, for August 2021, money and career. Next level. Ooh. I mean, the overall message says it'll shock you. It literally did. Okay, let's see here. We already have 4. Wow, interesting. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have 6, but then these 3 are feeling relevant. As well as Page of Wands, you might find that a little bit of anxiety takes place, or more so you being pushed by Spirit and the universe to release an old job or an old way of viewing things, an old past set of struggles, if you will. But the 3 bonus cards that flew out, not as forcefully as the beginning, the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. So you have 3 kings in total, because the first one's a king in spread. But feeling that throughout the month of August, I'm hearing listen but speak. And there's this feeling that you do feel a lot calmer, a lot more peaceful, more confident about what you're doing, and the changes you're implementing in your career and your financial situation. But a lot of you sort of coming to peace with the moving of jobs, right? Whether it means your current situation or changes you made and implemented in the past. Feeling like you're being pushed by Spirit in the universe to trust what you've learned and gained over time. You'll find that certain skill sets that you gained from jobs that were a struggle or difficult in the past come in handy. You know, being like, oh, well, that one job really was not enjoyable. Spirit's being a bit more forceful in the description, but it gave me a great email writing skill, or whatever the case may be, finding that in certain ways those past jobs come in handy. And feeling like your new kind of glow and peaceful way of being, even if at times it comes off a bit overly serious, it sort of attracts people, situations, new forms of abundance, and you're like, hell yeah, I deserve this. It's been a long time coming. It feels like a bit of a struggle, you know, and a lot of you will find yourself sort of walking towards happier days, more successful, just more abundant days. Beautiful. King of Pentacles. So you begin the month of August and you find your voice being a lot easier to express, feeling like all that you've been through will come in handy in one way, shape, or form. Once again, I'm guided, and that presence will feel very obvious, very apparent. A lot of you utilizing your spiritual connection to benefit your career, which of course benefits your finances. I see a lot of Leos manifesting money. But there's this feeling that you just kind of take a seat back, right? You're like, yeah, I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to put in the effort. I never am shy to do so. But you sort of, again, manifesting all that you desire along the way, realizing that you can utilize that beautiful, strong Leo mind. You can keep it positive, keep it optimistic, and do what you have to do on the way to the success. But it's like along the way, you find certain levels of abundance popping up and just shocking you. You know, if you're trying to get your business off the ground, if you're trying to get your voice out there on social media, if you're trying to get a new job, all of it just kind of like pops up and shocks you. And it's more so what feels like towards the end of the first half, but even forms of abundance manifest and come to be in the beginning. And you're just like, for whatever reason, I feel like you're less shocked in the beginning. You're just like, I'm Leo, you know? It's like, yeah, I struggle. And people, it's quite apparent, right? But who cares? I don't need to put up a facade much anymore. Let's just kind of relax and let it happen. A very going with the flow kind of vibe coming through. Three of Pentacles. As you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month, things feel recognized. You feel as if all eyes are kind of peeled on Leo. And it's like, okay, well, why? But isn't this what you wanted? Right? At times you wanting to, or initially you wanting to question it, but then you being like, I deserve this. People recognize me, and this is a beautiful thing. For a lot of you, again, trying to get your business off the ground or getting your voice out there in one way, shape, or form, you are succeeding. People are noticing you for your interesting skill sets. People noticing you for your voice. People hearing you and digesting what you're saying and being like, wow, that was helpful. What an inspiration. There's this feeling that around the middle of the first half of the month, a lot of good things are happening for you. A lot of progress is being made within your career, within your finances, but you find yourself being a bit overwhelmed, needing to stop and take a water break, or needing to stop and just simply catch your breath, finding that a lot around you is overwhelming, and it's just like, I'm trying to kind of center myself, I'm trying to go with the flow, I'm trying to manifest, and a lot is happening, but then it's just like, ooh, gotta catch my breath, right? As it feels like the spotlight's on you, all eyes are on you, and at times you feel inclined to stand up and do what you have to do. Other times you're feeling a bit depleted, and it's like, oh, ride the waves, my friend, ride the waves. And as this light keeps slipping, just allow yourself to go with the flow. But at times feeling yourself slip into a mental funk, and Spirit saying it's okay, you're only human, right? At times you feeling you need to kind of be this strong individual, given we're Leos, we're the lion of the zodiac, but you'll be pushed to kind of adjust your perspective, right? When a job pops up that you deserve, or an opportunity for a side hustle, or just to make some passive income pops up, a lot of Leos will initially second guess it. It'll kind of pop up and shock you, and it's like, don't question it, right? If you feel intuitively it's right for you, if you feel that it's popping up for a reason, go with it, run with it, don't second guess it. It's meant for you, it's a gift of abundance, and a lot of you, once again, have manifested it. So why are you going to second guess it at this point? I need to implement more self-care to wrap up the first half of the month, given you could be feeling a bit tense or a bit stressed, and it feels like due to certain energies in the work environment, or just in your life in general, feeling very opinionated or critical in one way, shape, or form. I'm hearing stressed but blessed. And as soon as you decide to implement more self-care, or as soon as you accept that opportunity, or again, all that recognition and appreciation coming in, that glow, that beautiful Leo glow comes back. It is just natural once again. We're moving on to the Four of Swords. And so you make your way to begin the second half of the month, and it's just like things keep repeating, keep happening, and it's like, why do these obstacles keep coming up and popping up in my way? Feeling a bit depleted, feeling tired, feeling like, oh, I just need to rest, right? And a lot of you will find that you're making your way towards a huge change or kind of I want to say a peak within your career. Um, but you'll be feeling like your finances are doing pretty damn well as you make certain important choices as to how to invest your finances. Feeling like big, whether or not you're making big purchases throughout this month or not, a lot of you are making decisions as to how to invest your money in the following months. And being aligned with the King of Pentacles, it's as if you're just sort of taking a relaxed approach with it all, right? And being smart and thinking about it more than it appears. But other people feel like you're being too, I'm not saying that, spirit, being too loose with your money or too immature at times. But it's like you have no idea how much I've thought about this, right? Or how much I've stressed over it. At times I don't show it fully, but at times I do. But there's more that goes on up here and within here than people that meets the eye when it comes to Leos, right? Feeling as if you have a lot of emotional issues you're sorting through as well that don't seem to be completely apparent, and you're getting frustrated to a certain extent, but then granted a chunk of the month to begin the second half where you can simply rest, whether that means just taking a nap or cutting out some time to do you, to implement more self-care, and absolutely take that moment and run with it. For some of you, it's multiple moments. We're moving on to the fifth card where we have the Fool. You make your way to the middle of the second half of the month and you find yourself kind of spacey, but also just feeling like, it's all happening for me, right? More forms of abundance shock you as Spirit and the Universe just politely pushes you to go with the flow or to continue to do so, to not stress over this and that as things just simply fall into place, allowing yourself to utilize crystals to your advantage. There's so many, remember I was saying a lot of Leos will be manifesting money. There's a lot of crystals that you can utilize to attract income, to attract finances. You won't really feel the need to a certain extent, some will, but why not, right? Feeling like a lot of Leos will start to carry a crystal around that just brings more money in. Why not? And being aligned with the Three of Pentacles, as you are pushed and guided to go with the flow and implement more forms of self-care, you find people noticing you even more so. You find it so easy to attract this attention, this recognition, this level of success that just shocks you and everyone around you. And you're like, excuse me, I'm a Leo. Why didn't you expect this, right? Feeling like it comes quite easily to produce a level of work that's just, it feels like a very quality over quantity. But for a lot of you, it's quality and quantity. And it's like, okay, let me just brush it off my shoulders real quick, right? A feeling that you do feel a bit more replenished given the self-care, the naps, the sleeping, and whatnot. And I'm here to allow yourself to do you as things unravel, as things work out for you, as more money and opportunities roll in for Leo. And we're finishing off the spread in the month with Temperance. As you make your way to wrap up the second half of the month and the month in general, you find yourself being pushed with Spirit in the Universe to have patience. There's this feeling that you finish up the month and you're being prepped for a new beginning, whether it's a new job you know is happening at the beginning of September, or you just feel as if you're being prepped for other new opportunities, or it could be something outside of your career in general, but just something you invested in financially. But a new sense of balance comes into play, and you just feel like, I still feel a bit overly serious or a bit stressed, but I just intuitively know and feel that things are going to work out. And I can tell that people are starting to recognize that about me too. And it's like, you should have maybe invested in me previously, or you should have kind of expected the best from me because I'm a Leo and I've always been destined to succeed. And you just kind of are forcing people to drop their jaws around you left and right. And it's like, yeah, I know what's about to happen. And you'll be shocked when more and more success comes to be for me. But it's this feeling that you won't question or second guess yourself anymore moving forward. And that's the way to be. Being aligned with the Hangman, you will find yourself benefiting from this adjustment of perspective. I'm so sorry as the light keeps slipping. you'll find yourself kind of waiting for something to come to be to a certain extent, but not stressing over it as much as you would have in the past, allowing for things to transpire as they're meant to, allowing for yourself to continue to go with the flow, continue to embrace all that you need to, all of these forms of abundance popping up as levels of abundance and success within your career and finances continue to shock you and those around you. All right, Leo. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to email me about booking a personal reading. Sending you love and light at this time, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.